Hey, everybody. Good morning. Pastor Brad from New Covenant United Church of Christ in Williamsport. Great to have you with me. This is Children's Story Time. So thank you so very much for joining me for this week's edition of Children's Story Time. This is for the 9th Sunday after Pentecost. We're going to be taking a look at the Hebrew lesson, the second book of Samuel, chapter 7, verses 1 to the first half of verse 14. And this is for Sunday, July 21st, 2024. And just a quick note, if you get a chance, please like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel, New Covenant UCC Williamsport, and or our Facebook page. Would appreciate it very, very much. So for this week's edition, I got my giant cards. Now, you don't have to have giant cards, but if you do, it might make it a little easier, a little bit more fun. What we want to do is we want to build a card house. And so build a house of cards. And I know it's a little tough to see, and it's a little tough to do this on my laptop computer, but you want to build a house of cards. And there it fell down after only 3 cards. But find a nice surface, a kitchen table, a coffee table, whatever you have in your church, in your Sunday school room, in your house, wherever you might be. Grab a deck of cards and build a card house. Have fun. Give everybody a turn. First person puts down a card. Next person puts down a card. See how many cards, how big of a house you can build before it collapses. The reason we're building a card house this week is because in our lesson we read that King David wants to build God's a house. King David says the land's peaceful, and it's time that God has a house. And God says to David's pastor Nathan, God says to Nathan, I don't need a house. I've been traveling with you the whole time. I'm going to continue to travel with you. Your focus should be building up my kingdom on earth, being more loving, being more kind, being more forgiving, being more peaceful. Your job is to build up the kingdom on earth, not build me a house. Focus on doing the work that I've called you to do. I'm not in one place. Wherever you worship, I'm there. Wherever you help others, I'm there. You can find me everywhere. You can worship God everywhere. You can serve God everywhere. I don't need a house, God says. God says to David's pastor, Nathan, go tell David, I don't need a house because I'm everywhere. I'm with you everywhere. You can worship me anywhere. You can do ministry in my name anywhere because I am everywhere. I don't need to be confined to one house. Focus on building up my kingdom, making the world more loving, more forgiving, more kind, more generous, more peaceful. Focus more, God says, on building up the kingdom than building me a house. Thanks be to God. Amen. Hope you enjoyed building a house of cards. I hope you were able to get a really big house together as you played this game. Hope you were able to construct a really big house with cards. And of course, we'll see you next week. So till next week, peace, blessings, love, and prayers, everybody. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.